Introducing Viral Conversion, the first ever lead funnel software. This is very exciting, so let's get right into it. The concept is simple. Here's what you do. You ask people questions, and based on their answers, you provide them with a fully customized solution to their problem. And here's the trick. All they have to do is opt into your email list to get the solution. And that's where the power lies. It sounds very simple, and of course, it is very simple, and it works like crazy. And you build these massive fans in the process. You help solve their problem with a perfectly customized solution, and they absolutely love you for it. This builds a ton of rapport right off the bat as they're subscribed to your list, while taking advantage of the principle of reciprocity, which is an extremely powerful psychological trigger. You give something to them, which makes them far more likely to purchase something from you. Therefore, you end up making a lot more sales on your email promotions because you've built up that rapport and that authority status right from the very beginning. All right, so let's go through a basic lead funnel example and I'll show you exactly how they work. It's very simple, but it's extremely powerful in its simplicity, which is why I love about it. So let's take a look. So imagine your visitors on your website and you've got your hook that says, click here to get something. Your hook is how you draw them in. It's the promise you make. It's what you offer to entice them to stick around. And with lead funnels, your hook can be so much more powerful because of the custom element, meaning you can offer them a fully customized solution to their problem rather than the generic content they're so used to seeing online. And with lead funnels, instead, they can get a fully customized solution to the exact problem they're facing right now, an answer to the biggest question in their mind that keeps them up at night, and that's powerful. So for example, let's say you're in the weight loss niche targeting people who desperately want to lose weight. Before, you may have offered them something like a free report revealing 5 fat-burning exercises you can do in less than 10 minutes to melt off the pounds. Now sure, that offer probably sounds good to some of the people out there trying to lose weight, but it also sounds an awful lot like everything else they've already heard before. And so it tends to fade into the background noise, which is why it's so hard to get people to sign up to your list that way. On the other hand, with lead funnels, you could say something more like, click here to use our interactive online tool to instantly determine which 5-minute fat-burning exercise will actually work for your body type. Do you see the difference? Rather than a generic one-size-fits-all solution, instead you're offering them a custom solution to immediately help them with their desperate problem. How could they possibly say no to that? So by leading off with such a powerful hook, of course they're going to click on your link and begin the lead funnel process. So the first thing they'll see is a question with a few answers to choose from. So they choose the answer that applies to them, and they continue onward. Now you can have more questions, or you can have section pages. Section pages are just general content pages without a question on there. You could put pretty much anything you want on a section page. They were originally intended for breaking up long questionnaires into sections, but they're also great for interstitial ads as an additional way to make a little extra money. And really anything else you want to put on them, it's completely up to you how you want to use them. Okay, so your visitor continues onward and they get to another question, and by now they're starting to get into the flow of it. So without hesitation, they choose their answer. And as they continue to answer each question, their anticipation builds, and so does their level of commitment. I was on the phone with Mike Hill and he referred to this concept as micro commitments, and I think that's a good way to describe it. As they continue onward, the questions they answer are essentially micro commitments, each one increasing their overall level of commitment as well as their anticipation and their desire for the solution you promised them in your hook. By now they're committed and they really want it, and that's when you hit them with an opt-in page. And continuing with the weight loss example, you might say something like, based on what you've told us, we've put together the best 10-minute fat-burning exercise for your body type, and we're in the process of building your fully customized report to help you shed those pounds as quickly as possible. And all you have to do to get access to it right now absolutely for free is enter your name and email address, and we'll send you a link to the customized report we're generating for you as we speak. Plus, you'll also receive at no cost our popular Melt the Fat email newsletter with daily powered tips and tricks to help you quickly shed those extra pounds. Are you starting to see how powerful this stuff is? So naturally, with such a strong, customized call to action, they can't help but opt in because at this point, they want it bad. So of course, they enter their name and their email address to sign up, at which point they're immediately taken to their thank you page. And on that thank you page, you say something like, in just a few minutes, you'll be receiving an email from me with a link to your 10-minute fat-burning custom report. Also, don't miss our email tomorrow when we'll reveal a shocking shockingly simple fat-burning tip involving a food you would never guess. So what you're doing here is future pacing them and setting their expectations by throwing in a tantalizing teaser hook for your next email. So they're already going to be looking for it when it comes, which of course will lead to better open rates, higher engagement, and ultimately making you more money on your email promotions. Okay, so back to the thank you page. You've just told them to expect an email in a few minutes with a link to the report. And guess what? Because of the way you framed your message, they're now eagerly awaiting in anticipation with nothing to do for the next few minutes but wait. And at this moment, you have their peak attention, which means it's the perfect time to hit them with an offer. And in my experience, you can easily get 30 to 50% click-through rates or more on whatever link you put right there on your thank you page. You can send them to an affiliate link if you like, in which case, if you're paying for traffic, this can become what we call a self-liquidating offer, meaning it covers the cost of your traffic. So essentially, you're building your list for free. And of course, if you're using free SEO traffic, your commissions from this offer are pure profit. A lot of times you can actually make some pretty decent money just off this offer on your thank you page alone before you even get into the email follow-ups. Something else you can do if you really want to build up some rapport rather than sending it to an offer is you can give them an unannounced bonus freebie. For example, you might say something like, I didn't mention this before, but I thought you might also enjoy this PDF guide I've created for you spelling out the top 10 fat-burning foods you should add to your diet for fast and easy weight loss. You can even throw some affiliate links in the PDF to make more money. You have a lot of options of what you can do here, and you really can't go wrong considering the thank you page people see right after they sign up for an email list oftentimes goes unused, which is unfortunate because it's such valuable real estate in that moment when you have their undivided attention, and it really is a shame when people waste this valuable opportunity. All right, so they've signed up and they've gone to your thank you page and checked out your offer there. Now they're sent an email from your autoresponder sequence. So what happens when they opt in is their auto-generated custom result link is uploaded and stored in your email autoresponders database so that you can send it to them automatically in their first email after they sign up, taking them to the custom results page that was generated for them by the lead funnel software. This is where a lot of the power in the system lies because this is their big payoff. This is what they've been wanting so badly. This page, if done right, is what will catapult your authority status and instantly build massive rapport with your new prospect because it's a totally customized solution for their specific situation. And it's going to solve their problem and help you then form a connection with them far better than any generic freebie offer could. So let's take a look now at some of your options for what you can display on their custom results page. So during their questionnaire, they chose several answers. And the lead funnel software lets you set a customized response for each answer. So check this out. Depending on which answers they choose, the associated response will display in order on their custom results page, automatically forming a customized report. And these responses can be anything. Remember, everything throughout this whole process is done in a WordPress interface, and your responses are created in the visual editor, just like you would use when creating a page or a post in WordPress. So you could put in text, you could put in images, you could put in videos. I mean, their whole results page could be a list of videos if you want. You can put in pretty much anything you want in the responses, which means the results page can be highly customized automatically based on their answers. That's just one simple way you can set it up. Let's look at another. So imagine they've completed your lead funnel and they've chosen their answers, and here's something else you can do. Each answer can be assigned a value. So essentially they get a score on their lead funnel. This allows you to do several very powerful and highly profitable things. The first thing you could do is display multiple